Hey, back here again. I figured I'd say a few more words again. I know, I guess not many people come on here. I guess maybe in a sense, this is kind of like maybe a diary. Just, I guess I just feel like compelled to once in a while say a few things. I know with the channel lately, I started doing a couple of covers. And, I don't know why, just random covers that I come up with. Again, yeah, I talk the musical establishment, you know, allowed some of these songs, whatever, people know them, they're popular. So maybe if I do a cover, and maybe I don't even know if I do them well, but I do them. It's fun, and maybe people know the artist's songs, and maybe it draws them in. Because I guess when you're out here, I guess you do crave a little bit of attention. I guess once in a while you say, hey, what what's the point of even having a channel? And then yeah, even like I think about the channel, the freedom of having a channel and speaking your mind, expressing yourself. I don't even know, because I mean, to some extent, I don't even know. I guess like I know like it's really, I think it's about like information. So I guess maybe there was a time in history when information coming through, press, television, radio, and now, the internet suddenly became something large. And now, of course, today we have social media. And of course, the internet is just, it's one thing. I guess there's actually even a bigger network out there, which, I don't know, people, I don't have access to it. I guess some people, they use it. I don't know if they even want to, have access to that other bigger network, whatever that other people use. Maybe even doing like some illegal things or whatnot. I don't know. So yeah, here we have this internet, which is, I guess, tied into all the other, the social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, YouTube. YouTube. Of course, you have Google. But anyway, with all these different entities, I guess I feel like I'm just really a guest. I'm not. I'm here, and maybe I can do a few things, but I don't know. I just kind of go along with some things. I don't even know how much I really want to say, but anyway, yeah, that's it. I'm here on this channel and say a few things, and I guess I look at some of the big things in the news, and I look at it, and I guess I kind of see there's kind of a duality to the way things are. That's why I always wonder, how free and independent people really are, because I'm kind of like looking at it the way maybe it's my intuition, and I see that for the most part, kind of people kind of side one way or the other. It's a duality. It's kind of like and whatever side you go on, I guess it's okay. You're free to be that, do that. You get connected with one side, whatever, and then they have like their talking points, and you just kind of go along with that. I guess there's some people that kind of float around in the middle a bit, but for the most part, you got to take a stand somewhere. And some of the issues have been, I guess I was thinking about like maybe nationalism, patriotism, and I know guns. That's like something in the United States, whatever. When it comes to nationalism, well, that's a whole other thing, and that I think about a lot of times, and I don't think I really want to get into it that much now. Um, it's like nationalism, just and I, I'm not down with the New World Order or anything like that, but it's just kind of like lately I've been trying to meditate sometimes, and I guess I kind of sit there and I try to shut everything down and close everything, and then I kind of, it's kind of like, I'm feeling the idea is that kind of like my soul or my spirit is kind of coming out of my body and just kind of floating around. And so it's like, in that point, there's really, the concept of a nation or whatever. I guess I'm just thinking that I'm just, it's like there's a human community. We know of the humans here, and they're here, and maybe, we should be getting to a point where, humans can find a better way to work it out, to work things out, to make this a, good place to be. But yeah, we have these problems. But anyway, so when I'm meditating, I'm floating. My soul's out there. Yeah, I'm just kind of out there in the universe, and then so that's why I say, like, these nations and this whatnot. I don't know what that, being a patriot, or being like, loving your country. I don't know, because it's complicated. And guns, yeah, that's another thing. I mean, a gun. There's a debate about the guns. They say gun control, and then they say mental health issues. So I guess maybe the answer could be like combination of both. I'm not, I mean, like, a gun really, what is a gun anyway? It's just like it's basically, it's a device, it's a machine. I mean, it's like, but I mean, if the authorities have them, then I guess I think the citizens need to have them, or the people, whatever they, once they're created and they're there. It's an invention that we know of. I think it's something that I think you need to have for whatever reason. I guess it could be protection or whatever. I guess some people do it for game, whatever. And of course, like, maybe there could be some limitation on the power. I mean, like, I guess you can't really go out and just buy dynamite or whatever. But anyway, that's the whole thing about, guns. And then I guess the other side, they talk about the mental health thing. But then, if you're studying somebody's mental health, you don't know really, how, because people go through problems, and they have anxiety, and they're sad, and they're, whatever, they're not having a hard time, but doesn't get to the extent that they would, do something crazy. Oh, and then let me step back a second. Again, I talking about these shootings stuff, and again, I forgot to mention that, I mean, I know that sometimes these things could be fake. I don't even know. I know that they're false flags, and all. I know possible. I've seen some that really look very bizarre. Things happen, and I say, nah, this doesn't add up. But then maybe something could be real. I don't. That's the whole thing. It's just that, the information that's out there is, we got to try to get it, but it's so difficult. But anyway, I'm going back to the mental health thing. Yeah, you don't know, and I know, like, for me, I've been going through, like, a little bit of anxiety and stuff, and then, I tried to go to some doctors and talk about it, try to see what I can do, and of course, what they wanted, I couldn't even really find, I mean, I really wanted to get out of my job, really, that's really, and actually, I got out of it, but at one point, they wanted to give me some, medications, and I guess people take that, people do that, but for me, I didn't really want to do that. I said, no, I don't think I need that. I don't trust that, and I've seen other people that they take the stuff, and they've actually exhibited, like, some crazy behavior. So I mean, is that really? Maybe that's going to make things worse. Anyway, but I think really what people, and I don't know how to fix this problem, but I think maybe it would have to be like some kind of a movement that would have to come from people, whatever. But again, I go back, at the first video that I made, and I talked about love, and I said that love, because I think really what it is that it's people are not happy, people aren't happy, and what is that, so that how do you get this people to be more happy, you know, and I guess it's kind of like a lack of spirit, or lack of happiness, but I guess maybe it could be tied into some economic situation, because basically we have this money system, so you're earning money and you're paying your bills, your rent, food, whatever, and basically it doesn't add up, and then add to that the fact that you're probably somewhat brainwashed by the society that you live in, telling you that you have to live a certain way to be happy, and that kind of like start to feel like, yeah, that's it. But then there's might be some other societies where people don't, they find a way to make do with less, whatever. They find a way to like put it all together, whatever, the economics and whatever. But yeah, I think that you know, I guess think of the United States as like a, you know, like a, it's kind of like a poor spirit, you know, like it's kind of like, and I'm not, you know, say spirit, I'm not talking, I don't think religion is the answer, but I think that, you know, people need to, you know, people need to find a way to connect with kindness and love and just empathy, you know, you know, trying to, you know, try to help each other out, you know, try to help each other and be kind to each other and try to find something and then, you know, just forget about all our differences and whatnot, because, you know, look, people are different. That's the way it is. But anyway, I think I've said a few things. I don't know. I felt like compelled to say something. And, that's it. Yeah, maybe I'll do a few more things next time. I don't know what. Another cover, original, talking again, or doing something else. I have no idea. Anyway, see you later.